A very big welcome to everyone here. You're very, very, very welcome. A very big welcome to our brothers and sisters. You're very welcome to this meeting. This is going to be a very short introductory meeting towards writing of a professional resume. So I want to thank you for sacrificing time to be on this meeting. I want to thank my brothers from Kenya, my brothers from Somalia, my brothers from South Sudan, so in Ghana. You're very, very, very welcome. So today, before I start, my name is Alan from Professional Writers, where we specialize in writing all kinds of professional documents. And these include, uh, but not limited to, project proposals, research proposals, uh, uh, NGO monthly reports, strategic plans, and all kinds of professional documents. So what you can do, you can just unmute your video, your audio. Sorry, you can just connect your audio such that you're hearing me very well. Can you get me? Just wave, just wave, just wave if you can get me very well. Good. Uh, so we shall do an interactive study where I'll be inviting any questions. Anybody who has a question, you can just type it in as a chat, and then we can review it together. Okay. So if you have a question, just type it in here, and then I'll see it. And then later on, as we are finalizing our meeting, I'll go through some of the questions and see what to address depending on the questions that are there. So in the job space or in the employment space, you'll find that it is very, very difficult nowadays to get a good job because there are so many people who are qualified, and yet there are so few jobs that are good for like the jobs that you want. So that is why we need to structure ourselves and position ourselves in the best way in which we will be able to get this job. So every time you apply for a job and you have submitted your resume or you have submitted your application, whoever is reading your resume is looking for the slightest reason to throw your resume out of the window or into the trash can, because there are so many people who are applying, so many people are qualified and they're applying for these jobs, and yet uh, you know, the jobs are not enough. So that is why it is very important for us to learn how to be able to do these documents ourselves. So now, in today's meeting, we are going to go through a small presentation about writing a resume, and then after that, we shall go through um, examples. I'll show you some of the examples of unprofessional resumes, and then examples of professional resumes, and then I will show you an example of a cover letter, which is professional. And then we shall go ahead and I'll show you um, who qualifies to learn how to write a resume, and then why you need to write a resume. And then I'll end by demonstrating for you the first section of writing a professional resume. So I intend to do this in a very short time possible, such that we don't get overwhelmed with a lot of information on our initial debate day. So I'll put this meeting in our group after we have recorded it, because I know some people might not be able to join in. But after today, I'm going to put this in our group. And then those ones who will not have had the chance to be with us here today, they can see it in the group. Okay, so where do we start? I'm just going to share my screen. Okay, sorry. Just going to Let's start here. Okay, so we are going to be looking briefly about a resume or CV writing, and then we shall start by asking ourselves what a CV and what a resume is, and what exactly of these documents do you need for your needs. So first and foremost, a resume is a very concise document that outlines the individual's education, work experience, skills, and achievements. And specifically, it is written for that specific job that the person is trying to apply for. And that is the only reason as to why you would write a resume. And then a curriculum vitae is a very detailed document. And by detailed, I mean it is a long document with a lot of information about you. It has your educational background, your research experience, the publications you've made, the presentations you've made, the conferences that you've held, the awards, the grants, teaching experience, and all the other relevant details that are about you. So a CV is more of an about me document, yet a resume is more of an about me in regard to the job opportunity that I am trying to seek for. So if your intention is to get an opportunity, a job opportunity, what you need is a resume. If your intention is to maybe apply into a research group or for a PhD, or you want to go and apply for, you're going to be on plenary of a conference, then what you need is what is a curriculum vitae. Okay, so I want us to spot a few differences between a resume and a CV. So you will see that a resume is typically 1 to 2 pages long. It is not very long. And actually, in my writing experience, I've never written a resume that is longer than 2 pages. Most of the resumes are just 2 pages long. While a CV can be a very detailed document, you can see that a CV can even exceed 2 pages. It can even go up to 10 pages. So a resume focuses on only a concise summary of the relevant work experience and skills and achievements that you've had, while this CV, for it gives a comprehensive overview of your academic, professional, and publications that you have done. So the resume is used for job applications, and that is only its job. While the other CV is commonly used in academic, scientific research, international job applications, and all of the sort. So generally, a resume omits personal details. So there are some personal details that you're not going to put in your resume. Things like your date of birth, things like your nationality, those things are not needed in your resume if you're applying for a job. However, when you're writing a CV, you may need these personal details because it is all a document which is an about me document. And then the other side, we shall see that a resume emphasizes the skills and professional experience that are relevant to that specific job opportunity, while a CV talks about you in general terms. So why would anybody want to write a resume while applying for a job? One, to showcase professional background. It is very important that you showcase your professional background. Are you an accountant, a software engineer, a registered nurse, a teacher, whatever? Then the other thing, it will help us to showcase your qualifications. If you have a master's degree, a doctorate, a bachelor's degree, professional certification, and all that. And then the other thing that is going to help us with is to show the contact information, because when you apply, you're going to put your full names, your phone numbers, your email addresses, your LinkedIn profile, your street address, city, and then they will all be showed right there. The other thing that you want that this resume is going to help us show is it is going to help us show the skills, the expert skills. You have a skill in leadership, you have a skill in project management, in data analysis, financial modeling. They're all going to be showed right there. The languages that you speak are very important for a resume because for some jobs, they will be posting you in a place where a certain language is spoken. Maybe you're going to be working in a local area where they speak a specific local language. So you will need to know this language. So when you're writing your languages section, you're going to put that section into a resume. So now we want to understand who reads your resume if you've written it. Mostly there are three groups of people or systems. The human resource managers, they could be reading your resume. The hiring managers, but most importantly, the automated applicant tracking system. So you need to understand who is going to be reading your resume before you even write it. Because, for instance, if you're applying for a very international job where there are so many applicants and you're applying online, there's no time for an actual person to go through your resumes. You'll see that a system, an automated applicant tracking system is the one that is going to be going through your resumes. So we need a professional resume. Otherwise, the ATS system is just going to just drop it if we don't do it right. Okay, so there are some very common mistakes that people make while writing a professional resume. Things like including irrelevant information that is not relevant to that specific job opportunity, and then using generic one-size-fits-all approach. This is when someone writes one resume and then they want to reuse it for all the job applications that they will ever do, which always does not work. And then using unprofessional email addresses, neglecting the quantity of achievements, and only focusing on job duties. So people just say, I worked in such and such a place, and then I was responsible for this, I was responsible for that, I was responsible for this, which is not good. We have to put your what you accomplished while you were doing those job opportunities. So we want to also understand, what do we use to create a professional resume? It is very important for us to understand that. What do we use in creating a professional resume? What softwares do we use? So there are so many softwares. One of them that I like so much is Microsoft Office Word. It is one of the commonest because anybody who has used the computer, at least they are familiar to Microsoft Office Word. So we have Google Docs, LinkedIn, Canva, Adobe InDesign, and a hell lot of so many softwares. So I want to show you some of the examples of unprofessional resumes. Okay, so you can take a look here and see where your resume actually falls. So for instance, if we look at this, and someone has written something, they have called it a curriculum vitae, and they have put their contact information, educational background, professional background, languages, hobbies, referees. They have really put the basic information that is required there, isn't it? But the look and feel of this document is not that sufficient. So we shall look at another document like this one. You see, this is also an example of an unprofessional resume, or this one called it a curriculum vitae, but it is too detailed. You'll see that it is 6 pages, and there is no human resource manager who has time to read all your 6 pages. That is why we want to only make it a 2-paged document, as I've been saying. And then the other thing that I also want to show you is I want to show you how we compare these unprofessional resumes to the professional resumes. Take a look at this. So this is a resume for Kajux Nelson. This is a professional resume, you see? So the information that was in the other document is the same information that is in this document. The difference is this creates a very good first impression even for the reader. See? Another example that I can show you is this one. Gamosi Ivan is a banker with experience and contact information. You can see education, same information that was there, but with a different look and feel. We are giving our employee or our employer all the reasons to consider our job application. And then the other example I can show you is this one that I made with Microsoft Word. You can see the look and feel is also different. So that being said, I want us to understand, why would anyone want to learn how to write a resume? So one and most important reason is if you plan on living If you plan on working where you work right now forever, it's okay. You can leave these issues of not wanting to learn how to write. But if you have plans of getting a better opportunity, a better job, it is always good for you to learn how to do this. And then the other thing is you can write your own resume. But also, if you have the time, you can even write resumes for other people. Like for us here at Professional Writers, we receive a bunch of requests. And when you come here, you want to write your resume, we shall charge you from $25 and above to write your resume. And we receive over 10 orders every day. So if you have the time, maybe if you're like us, you can make it as a business if you want. But most importantly, it is for yourself to write your own resume. And then the other thing is that if you get another person to write for you your resume, and then later on you have done another course or you have another experience point, then you'll need these people to come and edit for you your resume, which sometimes is hectic, and these people might not be available to do the editing. So before we even write a professional resume, I want to show you what we call a resume information collection template. So if you have ever come to Professional Writers requesting us to write for you a resume, we have given you a document that looks like this. So this document is a resume information collection template. So it has your contact information, it has your education background, it has your professional work experience, it has languages, it has referees, it has other trainings that you've had, it has the special skills, and any other information that you might have. So you see that when you're going to write a professional resume, you have to first fill your information in this template, or you first have to have all this information somewhere, such that when you're writing the other side, you're just copying and pasting into your template that you will have created. So right now, I want us to demonstrate in the first part of writing a resume. And then the first part of writing a resume, as we have seen, is filling the template. And now the second part is for you to do the actual write-up. So we can start by creating a new document, as you can see. So this is a blank document. So now, actually, before I even create the document, I wanted to talk about who qualifies to learn how to write these things. So you must have at least some basic computer skills, just basic computer skills. You don't need a lot of computer knowledge. And by basic computer skills, we just need Microsoft Office Word, ability to turn on a computer, ability to turn off a computer, and basically, that's all you need. So if you start with a brand new Microsoft Word document like this, you'll come here to layout. So in the layout part, you're going to go to margins and then choose narrow margins. You're going to go to orientation and choose portrait. You're going to go to size and choose letter. So you can see that letter has 8.5 inches long and 11 inches wide. So you choose letter. So when you choose that, we have created our template. So we are going to put a sidebar such that we have two sections, this side and the other side. So what we are aiming to get is we want to get something that looks similar to this. Okay, so what shall we do? So let's insert a shape. So go to insert and say shapes. Insert a rectangular shape like that using your mouse. Fit it there. And then just come here to shape fill and choose a dark color. So I can choose this color, it's called blue gray. And then also come back here and say shape outline and do no outline. So you can just drag it down like this. So we want to make sure that the sidebar balances with the other side. So we just come here, click here, and then we want to go and see the size. So you'll see that when you click on the shape, right here, there is a these are the measurements of that shape, the height, and then the width. So it is 10.98 in height and then 2.77 in length. So we just want to make it 3 inches in length, like that. So we have 3 inches here, like that. See that? So what we want to do is to go and what we do text wrapping. So text wrapping is a technique that you do to make sure that the object that you have put on the page coexists very well with other objects that you will add onto the page. So you can just click here and just say shape format, text wrap, and say tight. So when you say that, this object will move freely on this page. And even when you add another object, it will still be static and very well on the page. So the next thing we want to do is we want to include our image right here. We are going to put our image right here. So you should have taken a picture of yourself using a good camera. So what you want to do is you just come to insert, then say pictures. So we are going to get from this device. So depending on where you have your pictures saved, mine are just saved right here. So I can just choose. Let me choose this one for demonstration, say insert. So you see that the picture that I've chosen is a picture that was taken by digital camera. That is why even when I zoom it in and out, it still remains crystal clear. It is a very clear picture.
Finish.
So as I said, in case you have any question, just type it in here in chat and then I'll see it. Then we shall address them later. So our picture looks like this. So what we are going to do is we are going to first crop it. Crop. Up to there. We want to remove unwanted parts. Up to here. And up to here. So we crop like that. So we also come here and do and we wrap text. This picture, we wrap it with text. We say right click, wrap text, we choose tight. So that one helps us move our picture easily around the page. If you don't do that, then it will not move. So then the next thing we want to do is we want to make sure that this picture assumes a circular shape. So what do? We come here to crop again, and we say crop to shape, and then we choose a circular shape. So you see that this guy has now assumed a circular shape. So we just bring it in here and then move it a little bit like this. So you see, guy looks good. So the sidebar here is where we are going to put our educational background, contact information, our key skills, the languages that we speak, and the referees. And then this side is where we are going to put our names, our professional title, an about me section, and then our professional experience, all happening this side. So we can just go ahead and say insert and put a text box. So we say draw horizontal text box. So I can just type in the name there. And then increase its size, just like that. And then put it in area black such that it looks dark. See? So I can just remove this outline, say right click, text box, shape outline, and I say no outline. So it looks like this. I'll just make sure it is on the same size with the head of this guy. Yeah, just like that. And then the next thing I'll do is create another text box and then write my title, my professional title here. As we go down, as I told you, my professional title, my about me, and then the professional experience. Then this side, we'll be writing our education, contact information, the referees, the languages, and yeah, the key skills that we might be having that we demonstrate. So this is just the layout formulation of our professional resume. You can see that it is so easy to do, so easy to do it here. However, I have been doing it here very fast. So I understand that if you're not a very good computer guru, you might need some time to take it slow. That is why we have created a full course, a full online course about writing a professional resume. So we have created a full course that is going to walk you through how to write a professional resume, starting from uh, collecting your information from a resume collection template, writing your contact information. As you can see, it is something that is um, worth checking out. So it looks like this. So when you get in here, you will just see professional resume writing. So about the course, you learn about the introduction, resume information collection template, the layout formulation, contact information, educational background, languages, other trainings, referees, experience, and most importantly, you'll also learn how to create a cover letter. So a cover letter is just like that application letter with which you submit your resume when you're applying for a job. So for people who are in today's free uh, essentials of resume writing, we are just going to, because this course is a paid for course. It is not a free course. It is a paid for course, but it is just very, very cheap, just to help us here at Professional Writers keep the lights on and keep delivering this kind of information to you. So normally we sell the course at $30, 30 US dollars. But for people who have attended this training specifically, we are giving it at a 50% discount, which is just 15 US dollars. So if anybody is interested, I am going to put a link in the group. And if you're interested in learning how to write a resume, you taking the course, you can just click on the link and send me that you're interested, and I'll send you a payment link where you'll pay $15, and then I can send you this whole course such that you can go through it and learn how to write your own resume. The best part is that you don't just write and have it. After you've written your resume, you can submit it to us, and then we can review it for you. After we have reviewed it for you, we can mark it and see how well you learned, you know. So if you scored maybe 100 or 80%, and then we shall also recommend any changes that we think that you should make in your resume before you actually submit it to your next job opportunity that you're looking at. So it's not like you're just going to write it, watch the course and write it and go. No, after you've written it, you send it to our email, we review it, we send it back with comments, and after that you get the perfect resume that is going to work uh, for you. So with that said, the course is launching tomorrow, and we have this discount available before tomorrow. So if we launch it tomorrow, then it will go to its original price of $30. But for people who have attended this course, as I've said, it is just 15, and that's it for today only. So I am very, very happy that you have taken the time to attend this training. It is the first of its kind, but as we go, just stay in the group. We are going to be talking about each and everything to do with students. We are going to be talking about research projects, developing research projects, proposals, research reports, dissertations, theses, both for undergraduate and postgraduate. And then if you are a business owner, we are going to be teaching you how to write business plans. We are going to be teaching you how to write company profiles, strategic planning. And if you're an NGO founder, we are going to be teaching you how to write NGO monthly reports. We are going to teach you how to create your NGO website. We are going to teach you how to create annual reports, quarterly reports. We are going to teach you how to create policies for your organization. We'll teach you how to create project proposals, grant proposals, and any kind of writing that you need is available with us. So I am going to put the schedule in the group for next week, and we see what we shall learn. So we shall have these free sessions, we shall have them every week. And for those who want to learn things very fast, we shall also have a paid session where you can just get involved in the paid class. But for if you're not ready to do the paying thing, you can just continue with this. So thank you so much for being here today. We are going to end here. I have not seen any question. If anybody has any question, maybe you could raise your hand or you could send it as a chat, and then we talk about it in the remaining, let me see, I think 5 minutes. Otherwise, if there is no question, we are going to post, I'm going to post this same training in our group, and those people who have not been able to see it can see it from there, from the group. And in case they are interested, before tomorrow, they want the course, they can get it for only 15, and we can move it there. So thank you, everybody, for sparing time on this Sunday to be available. I really, really appreciate your time. My brothers from everywhere, I am really, really appreciative of your time. So just keep attending these sessions, and I know that you will gain whatever you want. In later records, I am going to be posting. I am in the later records. I'm going to be posting our program, how we shall be moving week per week, the kind of sessions that we shall be attending, and then we shall always have this done. Okay. So I have a few questions here in the chat. I am interested in the paid training, so you can put me on the page. Yeah, we have our group. I don't know if you've not joined the group, but you can just send me a hi message on my WhatsApp. I will put you in the group if you're not there. And then someone has said, how much is writing a business plan and a speech for someone? I am Timothy. Yes, Timothy, writing a business plan is dependent on the amount of money that you're trying to apply for. Yeah, so it is a subjective price. If you want us to write it for you, we need to first know what exactly you're writing about, because you could be looking at a business of $1 billion, or you could be looking at a business of $100. So that can be different depending on how much you're looking at. So I'm going to, I think those are the two. And then I'm going to post the link of people who are interested in the group. Then we can start there. Thank you so much and have a very beautiful Sunday. See you there.